What's going on, bro?
Man, another nosebleed session, man. I'm fresh off the island, man. I took a little vacation and shit, so I'm looking like, what I'm saying, Draymond Green in this bitch, but let's go ahead and get it popping.
Yeah, but hey, man, everybody need a little of that island life. I am not mad at you, my brother. What's up with this playoffs, man? We finally got to the conference finals. I'm
Man, look, we start with your fuck ass Golden State
I was
Warriors,
getting
man.
ready to say, man. Hey, well, that shit turned all the way. It went all the way bad for me, but go on and get it out there. Go and talk your shit. I take it.
No, it ain't even talking no shit because I felt like Golden State would beat LA. And there's no way I felt like LA would make it to the conference finals. And I feel even stronger that they won't make it to the finals.
But
But they just keep fucking winning.
do
The
you
one thing,
remember me telling you I wish Sacramento won
yeah,
because I knew Golden State was going to jack it off against the Lakers.
well,
They wasn't ready for that. See, they got through Sacramento because they young, but Sacramento would have ran through the Lakers because they up and down, up and down.
yep.
Yeah, so I just, honestly, I'm liking the conference finals though because I think Denver. I'm not changing the subject because I want to dog out Golden State a little more too, but I think Denver go get the Lakers. But what I was gonna say was that team, that article that came out today was spot on. That team wasn't right at all. Poole, Draymond couldn't get the defense like he normally get because he couldn't demand much of him after he punched old boy. He had to sit back and shut up. That's
I
fucked
mean,
up
not,
though.
it's not only sit back and shut up. Like leading is a difficult thing to do, and
What you
like
mean?
people want to knock. You can't knock leadership. You're always talking about, oh,
Oh,
you're either a
lead.
leader or you're a follower.
Right, I
And the
got you.
one thing that I was taught as a young person, bro, was, you can follow anybody, right?
That's true.
You can follow anybody, long as they're headed in the same direction that you're going. So not necessarily that those young guys were followers for listening to Draymond, but they trusted where he was going.
Right.
When he punched that boy, they lost that trust. And so yeah, he still had the trust of Clay and Steph
The vet.
and the old regime
Right.
and maybe Wiggins. We don't know. But he lost everybody else. Because when Draymond gonna swing on me was pretty much, I'm sure, the thought process of a lot of those young guys.
I can see that part, but do you not understand why he stole on Poole?
Man,
You
I
ask. Do
no,
you even understand the situation at all?
not as a grown ass man who's had to lead other men as adults.
And you
And
say
and
that,
and
bro, but
if
look,
I'm fine on
hold
them,
up.
hold on, give
No,
me one
no.
second,
Okay,
G.
yeah, please. Yeah, okay.
If I'm fine on a motherfucker, then they're off the ship. Period. You can't
What
fine
you
on a
mean?
motherfucker and then he still ride on the same boat with you.
He didn't have a choice. At
That,
that particular
but
time,
well,
at the
they should have traded one or the other. And we talked about this when it happened. Like you can't. There was no way those two grown men were still going to be able to interact together after that situation. And it's even more telling because I spoke about it a couple of shows ago that Draymond would then release a statement or go on a TV show and say pretty much what I said in that process. Like I don't trust you anymore. You're not my big brother. I don't know who the fuck you are. You know, even when we wrestled and tumbled as kids, bro, we ain't never tried to hurt each other. He tried to hurt that boy. He hit
bro,
him to hurt him.
bro. So you don't think it? I'm just saying. I'm not excusing it because it's some bullshit. I get all that, but you're trying to tell me these all these years they've been in Golden State doing their thing. He the third man on the wheel, but he's the one. He's the glue. He's the one who make him go. Steph get the big contract. Clay get the big contract. He got to get the third piece money because we still got to have a rest of the team. This young dude come in here, get a championship with y'all. He been balling, okay, but he really wasn't balling in the championship. But he's running his mouth like a top player. And the organization, that's organizational wise too, because they got to take their blame in it. They give him more money than they give you. And
Because
this new
Draymond ain't shit. And
bro, they
that's what
don't
we
win the
miss.
championships without him.
Man, I disagree with that. Again, and you saw it this year. Like he don't. First off, okay, if that's the case, why he wasn't guarding LeBron? Why he didn't slow LeBron down at all?
Bro,
He didn't
he
even
guarding the big.
he didn't even switch off on him. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so he guarding Anthony Davis. Like if you're an elite defender in this league then be an elite
bro.
defender.
He's an
Be
elite
oh, give
team.
me
He's an elite
be
team
Dennis.
defender. You
Look,
trying to
look, D.
solo him
I
out?
grew up
No,
on
don't do
Dennis
me like
Rodman.
that. What?
I grew up on Dennis Rodman. I grew up on Gary
He
Payton.
ain't Dennis
I,
Rodman
I
tight.
I grew up on Joe Dumars. I grew up on motherfuckers. If you was the best defender on the team, I'm gonna lock up the best player on the other team. And Draymond Green ain't been that for a while. He wasn't that last year. Wiggins was the guy who locked up. He was the top wing defender who locked up guys last year on that championship run and scored buckets. Draymond has not been that dude. So the fact that you didn't get the money, it says that you're not that dude anymore. So for you to go punch a motherfucker who did get the money shows that not only are you not that dude, but you're that fucking hater. And that's why Draymond
And
Green.
your argument actually kind of sloppy as hell because you said the fact he didn't get the money. No, everybody's looking at offense. What wins the championships is the defense. You're
No,
trying to single him out and say he didn't switch and do this, and that. He was the anchor of all those championship teams on the defense.
all what championship teams? The first three, he wasn't the anchor of the fourth one.
He still was the anchor.
No, he wasn't.
How?
Looney, 22 rebounds in the game. Wiggins locking down the best defender on the other team. Yeah, Draymond might have led them in some assist
Do you
categories,
understand what I mean
but
by
he
the
was not.
anchor? Do you
No,
understand what I mean by the anchor?
I'm not understanding what you're saying
The
because,
anchor, the one that's keeping everybody in the right positions on the shifts and the rotations.
man, again, Draymond, that's what they got coaches for. And you
On the
want
floor, on the floor.
you want $190 million to do that, $150 million to do that. We're not giving it to you. And then for you to turn around and punch the motherfucker that got the
Man,
contract
that's
that you
that's
thought you should have had
that's weak as
shows
hell that
that
you
you
say it
are a
that way
hater.
because first off, I get what you're saying about all that, but for the old boy to be, you know what it is, like you some type of somebody and you fresh, man, I'm fuck that. Motherfucker, shut your punk ass up. Or get fired on. Either one. We'll take either one. That's what
Well,
happened.
Dray,
You got fired on.
again, what I'm glad Draymond admitted to is he's the selfish hater that I thought he was when he punched him.
Nah,
And
man.
and again, it played out throughout the season. And for him to recognize it himself shows some self-awareness.
What you
You
mean? Recognized it. He just telling you straight up, him and get rid of Poole. That's what he's saying. Y'all want me to stay here, y'all better get rid of him. That's how I took it.
well, maybe we get rid of you.
They not though. Because they now all of a sudden they realize they need him.
They
They didn't
don't.
realize that until they just lost.
He
Look,
didn't do shit.
Poole didn't do nothing.
They don't need Poole either.
Everybody plays a role. Who do they
No.
need more?
Man, Kaminga should have got those minutes. He's
What
more
minutes? What
athletic.
minutes?
The minutes that Draymond got.
He not gonna play no D.
Listen, Draymond didn't play no D.
Okay.
Who
All
did
right.
he
So
guard?
don't worry about it. Hey, what about I can't go there
They
with
they
you.
still lost. He didn't do shit.
Poole didn't give him no help either.
Again, giving Poole that money after 1 year playing well in the league was not a great decision.
He
But
didn't.
for Draymond to
I don't even
punch that
remember him
boy,
the first 3 years before that. Did he? Was he hooping in?
no.
He just showed up
He,
out of nowhere.
he was on a two-level contract, a two-way contract the first year. The second year he did okay, and then he played well that third year when they won the championship.
What to the
But
four?
he
Okay.
didn't win the championship. What Golden State
He
Warriors
really
fans
didn't
are
play
forgetting,
well in that neither.
Andrew Wiggins was the best, and we talked about this.
Yeah.
Andrew Wiggins was the best player on that team that wasn't Steph Curry.
But
Steph gave them the scoring that they needed, but Wiggins balled his ass off all throughout that championship run.
but you know
Tightened,
the
he tightened up Tatum in the finals. He tightened up. Uh, what? No, they didn't play Phoenix. I was
no, I
going to
was
say
gonna say,
Brooklyn,
but the league pays for potential. So they was assuming Poole was getting ready to get better than what he was.
and he did not.
Because he got fired on?
No, he just didn't get better.
Okay.
And him getting fired on didn't help the situation because
Mhm.
now I'm not listening to nothing you vet motherfuckers say because y'all
Okay.
telling me to get punched in my face and don't do nothing.
No, you didn't do nothing because you didn't do nothing. That ain't got nothing to do with nobody else. That's you. Because I would have showed up in practice or so. I got to get my leg back before we can move on.
And that's what they allowed to happen. The shit festered over time, and you saw it implode on them at the worst possible time.
It happens.
And that's just again,
I,
I get where you're coming from, but
when
that's
he
just how I
when he
feel.
find himself up in Orlando,
That's it. With Zach LaVine.
Okay.
Zach LaVine and Jordan Poole,
But
the
no,
best
look though,
center in the
on a
league.
whole nother note, what's funny about everything we talk about, different situation, but same old bullshit. They didn't fight or nothing. But I think maybe on the Eastern Conference semis, them 76ers, man, I think they did the right thing by firing Doc, man. Doc just can't do he can't.
No, man. Doc, he had to touch 1 year, but he had three, the first super team with, Ray Allen, Paul Pierce, and Kevin Garnett. And he hasn't been able to
Before
turn
that,
those
though,
teams.
that wasn't the first super team. Great Blake Griffin, Chris Paul. Remember they had Live City?
Yeah, Lob City, but DeAndre Jordan with the third player. Like, come on, man. That was the first time that you had three All-Stars on one team.
No, no,
Yeah.
no. I'm saying he had some squads. I wasn't saying that. I was just saying he had squads before he had the big three.
Now, remember, he went to Boston first and won it. Then he went to LA.
Oh, he went to Clippers
Then,
afterwards. Okay, I'm
yeah,
sorry. Yep, I'm
yeah,
sorry. Okay. I thought he
yeah.
was there first.
No.
Okay.
But, I mean, again, I don't know what to say, but I knew that James Harden wasn't that guy. He had that great first game, but James Harden want to throw money at the strip club, drink more tequila than Mike Cherry, smoke as many blunts as fucking Rick Ross,
No,
and
he was
still
looking whack too, though. James Harden was out there looking whack. So you're right. He might have been in the strip club at night.
no. And there ain't no Mike to that.
Oh, okay.
There
His
ain't no
game
Mike
showed.
to it.
His game say where he was at.
No, I mean he got that first good game, and I don't know what church or what preacher prayed over him that first game. But somebody, you know what I'm saying,
Right.
like,
I got you.
and then he was like, "Oh no, I could go back."
You don't think that last game, no coaching had nothing to do with that? Because they
Oh
came
no,
out
man,
black
it's
game
bad.
7.
Bad coaching definitely was one of the
Right.
topics that I want to bring up because I've seen some horrible coaching.
Okay.
Steve Kerr's coaching against the Lakers are absolutely atrocious. Uh, when we
How?
start talking about where
What
do we
happened?
start? He should have benched Draymond Green. That's one of the first things I
How was
was
that gonna
pissed.
help him?
He let Klay Thompson, who I love, shoot them out of the,
Uh,
the elimination game.
yeah.
How do you shoot 3 for 19 and don't get benched?
Man,
Like, goddamn it, three
you
for
ride with the
12.
guys who got you there.
Man, look, I had a coach tell me that before, and he lost that fucking game too. Nah, you adjust as a coach, man. You adjust as a coach to who's hot, or at least that's what I do as a coach. And the hot hand, you milk the hot hand. That's
You
just
build a
not
hot hand?
you milk the hot hand.
Who was hot? Oh, so Dante Givazingo?
Whoever he should have got 30 shots that game.
He was busting. I
He
got
was balling.
you. Yeah.
He was balling. You milk the hot hand. You go to the guy who's making shots. Now, if he's not making shots, run your offense, find something else. But you can't take shots away from a guy who's showing you that I'm stepping up and I'm ready to play tonight.
That's true. Okay, I can see that. It's been some bad coaching. It's also been some bad refing too. So
Yeah, I mean, we again that's the intangible. But like when you start talking about the um, who did Miami beat?
second round, Miami beat ooh. They beat the Bucks first, and then they turn around and beat Knicks.
Yeah, the Knicks. Tom Thibodeau is a horrible fucking coach. He was a horrible fucking coach in Chicago. He was a horrible fucking coach in Minnesota.
Bro, what do you be
He
watching?
he ride his boys too hard, man. He run boys into the ground. How Derrick Rose don't? Look, I don't give a fuck how young and how great you got. Derrick fucking Rose on the bench. This dude can't see no time. He can't get off the bench not once, not once. Like, I mean, man, it's just horrible. Watch the Quentin Grimes out there just firing up shot after shot quickly. Like, man, come on, man.
He wasn't ready for the moment, right?
Man, it's bad coaching. Bad coaching. No adjustments. You know what I'm saying? It like for them motherfuckers to get paid so much, they coaching about feelings and not basketball. And that's the one thing I love watching college coaches, because at least college coaches are gonna play to win. They're gonna
Right.
adjust their defenses. They're gonna change some things throughout the way. You don't see that in the NBA. And All they always talking about the talent dictator. Fuck that. Switch some shit up and show me the talent dictator.
Okay, I see that. I didn't look at it that way, but that's the NBA to me. Remember, for years I didn't even watch the NBA because I always felt like it was just not good basketball.
I mean, Monty Williams, another. I mean, just horrible coaching. How does 2 years in a row you get blew out at home to get eliminated by 25 plus points? Like your teams give up on you. And I watched DeAndre Ayton, Chris Paul trying to shake his hand on camera, live fucking TV. He turning his back on him. Like, there's a disconnect between you. There's no camaraderie.
Who turned their back on who?
DeAndre Ayton turned his back on Chris Paul 3 times in a row. While
Why?
Chris Paul trying to shake his hand. So another player just came up and shook Chris Paul's hand.
Well, Chris Paul wasn't playing or something. What? Oh, I'm
He
trying to
was
figure out.
hurt, but Ayton don't want to hear him.
Oh,
Paul was supposedly Monty Williams' extension as a coach to talk to players. Aiden wasn't trying to hear that shit. They should have let Aiden take that contract and be in Indiana. He didn't want to play for Monty Williams, and you forced him to play. Now you're going to bring in another coach when the animosity is already there amongst the players. So, like, what are you going to get out of that?
so
I mean,
basically, what you're saying is, and it's kind of crazy because I've been hearing a lot about that lately. These young punks is running the vets out the game because in their feelings.
you could say the vets and their feelings, but look,
No,
man,
no, 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 no. The young dudes is in their feelings because they
yeah,
don't want to hear no vets. So the organization, because they pay potential, is filling the whole team up with youngsters, which is why Ja Moran in the position he in right now.
right, and they look stupid as fuck.
I
While,
mean, dumb.
while these old veterans continue to win, while Jimmy Butler is able to take an 8 seed Miami team from the play-in all the way to the conference finals and possibly the fucking championship game, because we still talking about coaching and we can make the transition, but Missoula is probably the worst coach in the playoffs, and like his inability to
Worst coach
adjust,
left. Yeah,
the Boston coach. His
yeah.
inability to adjust, his unawareness of what's happening throughout the game, and to be able to react to game situations shows that he's 30 something years old and just not prepared for the task at hand.
It's kind of funny you say that because I was thinking that watching the game today. At the end,
Horrible,
it was like the commentators was calling like what he should have been doing. It'd be 3 minutes
horrible,
later, and then he just make the adjustment. Like, dude,
horrible,
yeah.
horrible. And I thought it was going to cost him in the Philly series. It should have cost him in the Philly
That's why
series.
they fired Doc Rivers. How did that not cost you? How did you not beat this dude? First time in the no.
Up
Yeah,
9 points with 6 minutes to go in game six and then lose 2 games in a row.
yeah.
That's why Doc gone. I mean, that's you had the series in your hand and let it slip away. And then let's fast forward to Darwin Ham. Darwin Ham is out coaching motherfuckers. The Lakers
Straight
do
up.
not have the talent. I
Yeah.
watched last night the run that they made. He made a switch. He put Ryu Hachimura on on Joker sometime in the fourth quarter, and then let Anthony
Aaron,
Davis
stick,
roam
Aaron
and block
Gordon.
shots. Yep,
Yeah.
and it made an instant impact because all he was doing was just trying to body Joker up. But now the Joker got to worry about this nigga bodying him, and then he got to worry about Davis coming and trying to swat it away.
Right.
Like it changed Joker's view of the game in that last minute. Now let's fast forward to Malone. Malone had an opportunity. Now he has Anthony Davis guarding Aaron Gordon. He keeps Aaron Gordon in the dump spot,
Right.
right around the basket, which gives him the opportunity to help instead of taking Aaron Gordon out and have him setting picks or out at the 3 point. At least be a motherfucking novice.
Right.
At least be an AAU coach and at least just stand him out at the 3 point line and make Davis have to go out there and react to that. Right?
Hey man,
Like
I'm watching the games for entertainment, man. I'm not in the games working on my stuff, man.
I,
I ain't got
bro,
time to be worried if these coaches doing what they supposed to do or not. You
bro,
over there breaking them
I'm
down.
I'm watching this shit, G. I'm watching this shit, man, and it's like it's frustrating because these boys are making millions on top of millions to do nothing.
I'm talking about flat out nothing. Not even
To
putting
do
him in the best
nothing.
position. That's crazy.
Bad coaching, bro. That's been the sign of this playoffs. And we talked about this, and you said it. Yeah, I didn't say it. You said it. That Spoelstra was probably the best coach in the playoffs at the start of the playoffs. And guess who's in the fucking finals with an 8 seed? Spoelstra.
Hey, if Boston ain't careful, they finna get sent home. I ain't gonna say a sweep, but 5. Because Jimmy Butler ain't playing. And like you said, coaching, they just they what was that?
They're
Third
gonna make
quarter,
the adjustment,
45 to
man.
20?
Listen, this is what I'm saying about Spoelstra. He don't give a fuck who you are. The hot hand is gonna be on the floor. The guy making plays is gonna be on the floor,
And
and it changes from night to night with Spoelstra.
I'm gonna
And
prove
that's the
your
thing.
point, what you just saying. Kyle Lowry was on the bench in the fourth quarter. It gave
Yes, he
Vincent was
was.
getting that run.
Yes, he was. And
Mhm.
that's the way Spoelstra is coached. That's the way he's been coaching,
That's what he was
and
taught.
he's getting that freedom to be able to do it. And man, it's good to see a coach coaching and making a difference and not worrying about um, superstar feelings. Because if Jimmy go cold, Jimmy S is gonna be on the bench. When Bam go cold, Bam is on the bench. And they know it. They all know it. You're not playing D, you're on the bench in Miami.
Got
And I
rules to this, right?
and I got Boston winning this series. Because of sheer talent. Now, if
Coaching. Coaching
Missoula,
matters.
coaching definitely matters, but Missoula got to step up. Somebody got,
Bro,
goddamn, one of them motherfucking assistants. Somebody do
I
something.
expected Boston. If Boston, they showed their cards to me tonight. I thought Boston would get this. You know, Miami is not.
Gee,
They
they
not a
make it.
pushover. They
Listen,
not 76ers.
listen. This is the offense. Clear out for Tatum. Clear out for Brown. That's the offense.
I'm
That's it.
I'm finna give you no. That's part of the offense.
Drive and kick.
The main part is get the rebound and try to catch Jalen Brown on the push so he can go finish real fast.
This is what I'm saying.
Miami not giving that up though.
No, and they done the fast break, and then we're gonna shoot as many threes, trying to put that Golden State Warriors shit in. We're gonna shoot 45 threes and hope that we hit 15 of them, and 15 threes is gonna give us 45, 50 points. That's gonna be half our scoring.
That ain't gonna
It's a
beat Miami.
it's an analytics driven approach. It's bad coaching, and I'm so fucking tired of watching bad coaching in this NBA championship.
Wow.
Steve Kerr. Again, no adjustments, no fucking adjustments, none. And I get why, you know. Okay, Steph and Clay did it against a way better Sacramento team than anybody thought that they would be. They'll do it against the Lakers. No, not when you got LeBron, big brain ass, who understands.
Just
I'm
bully
just gonna
baller.
take, man. I'm gonna take y'all to the block, and I'm gonna wait till somebody double team. And if y'all don't double team, I'm gonna muscle whoever this motherfucker is y'all got on me down to the basket and lay the ball up.
You definitely can't put LeBron in a close game no more because LeBron go bully ball that. He go
He
take any game in within 5. He taking all that, and
he
then
gonna go get layups.
that's my
He's
point.
still
Wow.
sprinting up and down the court. He's still blocking shots. Like the thing that I could watch LeBron and say, man, he's still playing the right way at 38 years old. He's still playing the right way. He's still chasing down blocks. He's still getting down the floor, getting in front of his man. No, I can't defend. I was never a great defender. But I know the things that I can do to affect the game defensively.
He
And
anchors it.
he's able to anchor his
So
defense.
why Draymond ain't anchoring if LeBron doing it? Because LeBron anchoring got them young boys playing hard.
Because the young boys on the Lakers are listening to LeBron, and the young boys on Golden State like, fuck Draymond, he might punch me.
But you said he wasn't the catalyst of of the 4 championships.
No, last year Wiggins was the catalyst.
Wiggins is playing solo defense. He not
What I mean, I get what you're saying. You could tell me, okay, you could scream to me where I should go, right?
that
Okay,
matters.
I should be here. But if you're not making any plays to justify, Me listening to you, how long am I gonna listen to you?
They would have listened if he didn't found Poole.
Gee, come on, man. We both coaching kids. If what you saying to them boys ain't working, and they get out on the court, this shit ain't happening the way you said it. How long are they gonna listen? That's how coaches lose their teams.
That's true,
Draymond lost his team. He lost his team.
bro. I get it. I ain't even tripping on that. I don't see it the way you
And
see it.
I get where you coming from. I'm not saying Draymond. Listen, man, but Draymond, right now what he's doing is he might fuck up his Hall of Fame career. He might
Who,
be one of the first motherfuckers who throw away a Hall of Fame career. Because if he keeps playing, the longer he plays, the longer the holes in his game are gonna show.
bro? He already he solidified his Hall of Fame already. Even though it's with no numbers, he just gonna be in the Hall of Fame.
None.
Look,
And
his
this is
stats
what
gonna
I'm
be
saying.
like stat gonna be like 4, 5, and and 7.
I bet don't okay. If Draymond don't make it, don't be surprised. That's all I'm gonna tell you.
Nah, bro. If
I don't know guys who make the
sheer
Hall of Fame
impact,
without stats.
I can't name none.
This is what I'm telling you.
I,
He not gonna make it without stats. That's just it.
I hear you. So who you got
Kenny
though?
Smith, Kenny Smith was on 2 back-to-back championship teams. Is not in the Hall of Fame.
Kenny Smith.
Steve Kerr, if he wasn't a coach, oh, I ain't gonna say that because Steve Kerr got 2 more. He got 6 with the Bulls and then 2
No,
more with.
but no, your Kenny Smith reference ain't the same. Kenny Smith was a piece of the team, but he wasn't no. He wasn't like in the top three. Elijah Drexler and Sam Cassell.
Sam Cassell. Bro, Sam Cassell was a rookie. G, he was learning from Kenny Smith.
Sam Cassell was starting though.
He was a rookie, and then it was his second year.
Yeah, but Kenny Smith was coming off the bench. He wasn't starting.
Man,
Look it up. Look it up, man. Don't tell me. Look it up.
like I said, bro. Shit. Okay, Sam Cassell ain't making it to the Hall of Fame.
He was a rookie. He only had there 2 years.
I'm just telling. Well, he not making it to the Hall of Fame.
Okay.
He ain't there yet.
Who?
Draymond Green is gonna find himself not in the Hall of Fame.
I
Mark
doubt
my words.
I doubt it. Yeah, man. Hey, I hear you because there's a few people I didn't think deserve to be in the Hall of Fame, so I can see where you're going with it. But who you got?
You need the numbers, man. All right. Well, so I just sat here and talked about how Darvin Ham get out coached. I mean, he's out coached Mike Malone, but I'm still gonna stick with Denver. You know what Jokic is doing. More importantly, what Kentavious Caldwell Pope. I've been screaming it all year. Wing defense, wing defense. The way that boy's playing wing defense and converted it into offense has been amazing. Him and Bruce Brown. The one Brom kid is the weak link to me. I think Reggie Jackson should be getting those minutes, but they got an 8-man rotation. With you throw in Jeff Green in there, that's very extremely versatile, and they're hard to beat. Um, I saw an interesting stat yesterday. All of the starters for Denver will have plus numbers. The plus and minus.
Mm-hmm.
They were plus 10, plus 7, plus 6, plus 5. But all of the bench players for Denver were minus 10, minus 8, minus 9. My
Damn.
point is the starters for Denver are gonna show up and play really well. I think Malone has to make it a fucking adjustment, get out of his fucking feelings, dig down in that bench, dust Reggie Jackson and some other guys off. That will be more effective in this series than the guys that he's playing.
Especially
Uh,
against the bench players. I got what you're saying. Come in and keep at least hold it down. Stop letting them make them
they
runs.
need some more scoring coming off that bench, and it can't be just 3-point shots,
Right.
right?
I got you.
As far as Darwin Ham, Darvin, whatever the fuck his name, Coach Ham is concerned, I like what he's doing. I think he showed a little bit too much in that first game. I think that, and this is why I think it's going to be either a sweep or a 5-game series for Denver. That Rory Hachimura, that was his last ditch effort, in my opinion. That was his ace in the hole that he was saving for game 2, game 3 to try to shift the series, and he had to pull that shit out of his pocket in game 1. And so,
Why did he have to pull it out in game 1? Because he
they,
almost had that win.
no, they was blowing them out. They was down
Hey, but
20,
why,
20
if you
something
can blow it
points.
out, why would you pull that out then?
Right. And he pulled it out, and he got him back in the game.
So by that logic, that might be the logic that might turn the series around.
Well, it could. It definitely could. Especially if Mike Malone continued to not make any adjustments and try to do anything different. So, I mean, we're definitely going to find out. We're definitely going to find out. But I'm
Well,
still going Denver.
yeah, I got Denver too, but I don't know. Like, let's just go off the reason why I'm going with Denver. First off, Anthony Davis balled out. 2 games in a row he don't ball out, so
40 and 10.
he ain't finna
I,
do that.
I did not expect that from Anthony Davis. He played
Okay.
extremely well.
All right, so now he back to his 10-7.
Oh, he gonna have a 7.6
That's what I'm
rebound
saying.
game. We
That's
know
what I'm
we
saying.
know it.
So you know what I mean. You ain't gonna be able to do that against Denver. This ain't that. This ain't like you said. They 8 deep. So and they ain't really 10 deep if he dust off some of them old guys on the bench.
Right.
So
And I'm gonna sound completely and utterly stupid with what I'm about to say. And I'm gonna be the first person to say it.
okay.
I think that Spoelstra is a better coach than Mazzulla, and the talent is equal. And usually, when the talent is equal, coaching sets the precedent.
Well, that
So
sounds
I
good.
should be saying Miami is going to win that series, but I'm not saying it. I'm
Oh,
still
that
thinking
fucking
Boston. I'm
stupid.
still thinking Boston. Oh my God.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
still thinking Boston has enough firepower to pull it out. At the end of the day, I keep every
You don't
series
sound confident with that. Why you? Oh my God, with it. What's that about?
because every series I keep saying the same thing about Miami. They don't have enough offense to win it, and then they still produce enough offense to win it.
It ain't the
So
offense though, bro. That defense is solid.
the defense is solid, but Jimmy's making shots. You can't that 54-point game against the Bucks is going to be legendary. The
It's even
36
now.
point
When you
game,
say he making them shots, it's not a fluke at this point.
no, it's not. No, it's not a fluke.
That's my point.
Jimmy
And
Butler
if the
play.
defense hold
First
up,
off, nigga, you brother, you know like I know. The Jimmy Butler was homeless. You talking about a homeless motherfucker who
who hungry?
said who?
If
This is
he
what
get
I'm
one
saying.
championship, is Jimmy a Hall of Famer?
Oh, without a doubt.
That's what I'm saying. If he get that one, because he
Without a doubt. And
since
if
he been
Derrick
in
Rose don't
Miami,
get hurt, if Derrick Rose don't get hurt in Chicago, you know, who knows how that shit turns out,
that's my point.
right? I mean, they probably would have got at least one, right? And I'm not a Chicago fan at all, but that Chicago team that they had with fucking Joakim Noah
Yeah,
was in the top 3 in the MVP conversation. Um, so I get it. Jimmy Butler is a star. He's a dog. He's battle tested, and he understands being humble. And he keeps deflecting attention. Every time you hear him, he's talking about his teammates and how good his team is. Uh, and so, but with all that being said, I just think Tatum and Brown are too much, and I don't see them losing in the 7-game series against a team who can't produce offense
and you say
consistently.
that, and I'm going the opposite way. I'm going Miami. I see a Miami Denver finals. Reason why I'm going Miami is off of exactly what you said, and it's not getting enough credit. Missoula ain't battle tested, and he going
No,
up against a battle tested
I agree.
coach.
I can't.
So the all that's going to come into play. So just to think Boston is going back just because what they did last year, you've already this whole playoffs, you've seen chinks in Boston's armor, first round and second round. But both of those teams wasn't, like you said, the coaching wasn't superior enough.
Yeah,
Matter of fact, let's just say this: Jimmy Butler just won this game today. It's gonna come a game where the coaching is gonna win or lose a game. That's Eric Spoelstra. That's 2 games. Win one on, you see what I'm saying? You get to, so I just, even at the end of the game today, Jimmy Butler, they was interviewing him and he said something. He was like, yeah, we just got to try to win as many as possible, try to hurry up and get some rest or something. Well, that tell me they trying to win game 2. They not playing with Boston.
no.
So
Nah, but it's the year motherfuckers losing their job for being bad coaches. So the coach in Milwaukee got
ain't
fired.
finna do nothing but get shipped around.
Man, Doc Rivers gets fired. You know, like motherfuckers is getting they hats handed to them.
That's
You
what
know what
Doc
I'm saying?
Doc will end up in Milwaukee. Watch.
Well, we'll see. I hope not.
Yeah, me too.
I want Giannis to win a few. So, but
I'm just saying, he going wherever the stars, wherever the big names is at.
yeah. Well, hey, y'all heard it first from the nosebleeds. It's gonna be at least Denver in and either Miami or Boston.
Denver,
I'm
Miami.
calling it Denver. I'm calling it Denver Boston series, while Dub is calling it Miami South Beach
Denver shit.
South Beach Mountain High championship.
Yeah,
Either way, it's gonna be good basketball. Hopefully,
yeah, we're gonna see. What you got from the nosebleeds? What's your shout out?
man. It's a lot going on in the world right now. Um, I just want to give a shout out to Jesus Christ and world peace, man. I'm tired of all this foolery and effery going on. Hopefully, you know what I'm saying, we can find some uh, what they say, calm minds, soothing minds, and we make some decisions as a country about all of these guns and just the economy and shit that's going on, man. So, I know sports is a distraction from it all, uh, but I'm gonna give a shout out to the one who I think that can impact it. So,
Well, that's a good shout out. I just shoot. I'm gonna shout out Jimmy Butler, man. Put that work in. Go on and break Boston up. Let them know you ain't playing with them this year.